Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheering Bulldog Nation, I got 3 history facts to share with you. In 1937, they passed the Marijuana Tax Act. And what that was, not tax act, they banned it. No more marijuana and none of its products, back in 1937. Crazy, isn't it? Einstein's letter was sent today in history to FDR. This is a great story. And you know why it's a great story? Because somebody in the mailroom who's reading all these letters for FDR thought this letter might be worth sending to the president. And he did. And it led to the Manhattan Project. That person right there is an oracle. And last but not least, today in history, August 2nd, is when they began signing the Declaration of Independence that was passed on July 4th. All right, let's get right with it. The river barriers in Texas, Circuit Appeals case says they can stay. Texas wins. Adam Schiff versus Steve Garvey of the Dodgers. How can anybody in California vote for Schiff over Steve Garvey? By the way, California it's scary. They've killed the golden goose. They took the most gorgeous state in our entire country, from north to south, Pacific Ocean, along that whole Pacific, all that they had, the winery, the fruits, the vegetables. By the way, you know California is our largest farming state? They have destroyed, LA, the movies are being made there. And they've destroyed this state. Adam Schiff is more the same. The whistleblowers come forward to say that this guy who testified this week, the acting director, was the guy who killed adding counter surveillance. Isn't that wild? He's the guy that said, nah, you ain't getting anything else. Governor Shapiro's canceled all his weekend appointments. And on Tuesday, there's going to be a big shebang. It looks like Shapiro's going to be the guy. Prisoner swap has been complete, and the 2 Americans, are back on American soil. Thank God. You ready for this? They are saying more and more people, and it just breaks my heart, that more and more people are having to choose to decide air condition or groceries. How sad is that? The Hanya bomb, the Hamas leader who got blown up, apparently the Israelis had that bomb planted where it was for weeks, waiting to detonate it. That's pretty wild. I tell you right now, the Israelis must have incredible, on-the-ground human spies. It must be unbelievable. J.D. Vance went to the border, and J.D. Vance pointed out how bad Kamala was at the border. J.D. Vance has actually been to the border now, going once, more than Kamala, because he went where the border really is a problem. Dow Jones collapsed like 500 points. Biggest loss. Guess what it's doing now? Collapsing a little bit more. It's down 719. Yesterday was 500. So yesterday was the biggest day. Now this is the second day. They're worried that the American economy collapsed. Wow. What's Joe Biden going to do? Donald Trump says he raised $138 million in July. And the Ayatollah Khamenei says he has ordered a strike against Israel. 53 drones were knocked out of the sky during the Olympics so far. Can you imagine? CarShield had to pay a $10 million fine for fraud. McDonald's says, remember I was talking about California? McDonald's says California is the place where its stores are having troubles and getting pummeled. How sad is that? How sad is that? RFK Jr. is qualified for 8 more states. Not Kentucky yet. All right, U.S. Army. There's been a major report put out that basically says our Army isn't ready. What's going on? What Joe Biden has done, that our Army is not ready to fight a war if we have to fight Russia and China at the same time. The 9/11 terrorists are being spared life. You believe that? They're not going to die. They're not going to die. The Sheikh said he held that what was that journalist's name, and slit his throat. He's the guy that slit his throat. They did the movie about it with Angelina Jolie. Yeah, anyway, they're not going to get their death penalty. It's sick. Jobless claims are way up. Something's going on, folks. Young men are voting for Trump now. The majority of young men are going to vote for Trump. First time this has happened in 20 years. You know what? The way men have been treated by the woke culture, do you blame them? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Do not be a monstrous, lumpish bugbear. Ladies and gentlemen, American German Bulldog Nation, I got my favorite shirt on today. Just sent it to you. Darby Bodie, school board member, no charges. They've been dropped. Good for her. Antonio Riano, have you ever seen Banshee? Banshee is a Max show, 4 seasons, incredible. It's got some of the best fighting and sex scenes in any movie that's ever been, series ever been done. Anyway, Lucas Hood, the main character in that, is a criminal, a thief, who goes into a town and ends up becoming a sheriff because he's in the bar when the sheriff's shot and killed, and he adopts that sheriff's identity. This guy just did that. Wanted in Cincinnati for a murder, Antonio Riana. He was a sheriff, law enforcement, police officer down in Mexico in his hometown. Comparoso in Fort Mitchell was voted best pizzeria in town. This is really good if you've never been there. And Andy Bashir. A lot of speculation about what's going on. Is he or isn't he? We'll have to see. Rebecca Cox in Boone County is a professional disc golfer. My son says Boone County is like an incredible disc golfer. Stephen Bashir, the governor's father, is recovering from a car accident. And somebody that got nicked by Tracy Hunter's action and won a $600,000 verdict, that verdict has been thrown out by the Sixth Circuit. Ouch. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Remember Freedom Fest.
Happy Friday, Bulldog Nation. Jamie Spindley here with the latest world news. The US confirmed 24 people were part of a recent prisoner exchange with Russia and Western countries, including Germany. Released Americans included journalist Evan Gershkovich and ex-Marine Paul Whelan. In return, Germany freed Russian operative Vadim Kraskov. Police in Nigeria used tear gas to disperse protesters. During a nationwide demonstration, the protests were sparked by ongoing economic hardship faced by many citizens. At least 13 people have been reported killed. In other news, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken announced clear evidence that Venezuela's opposition won the recent presidential election. Despite President Nicolas Maduro's claim of victory, Edmundo Gonzalez is recognized as having received the most votes. And in Olympic gymnastics, Simone Biles wins gold in the women's all-around. This is the second time Simone has won the all-around title. Congratulations. That's all I have for today. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you Monday. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. The United States women 87, Belgium 74. You would hope some WNBA players would win the gold. The Reds play the Giants tonight. Michael Trout out again with another knee tear. Bears 21, Texans 17, Hall of Fame game. I didn't even know about it, and I do a sports show. Need to pay better attention, don't I? Katie Ledecky has now won 13 gold medals, the most decorated female swimmer in the Olympics, as is Simone Biles, the most decorated female gymnast. She also won all-around gold. $4.7 billion direct ticket. Jury verdict's been overturned by that judge. If I'm those plaintiffs' lawyers, I'm like, huh? Triathletes were all hurling after swimming in the Seine. They said they saw things they shouldn't have to deal with. I'm using my common sense. Team USA men's, because these are rich NBA players, 15,700,000 rooms outside of Paris. They're smart. They don't have sucky food. They're not staying with those other athletes. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to Pop Culture. I got 2 stories. Diageo, big British liquor maker, like 138 brands, including Johnny Walker. They're apparently like crashing and burning right now. Pretty. By the way, I want to talk about that a little bit more. Think about what's going on with the restaurant chains, unemployment rates, the market right now. You think something might be cooking that's pretty big? See ya, Kamala. Creepy billionaire. This creepy guy, Misty thinks he's so great, has fathered 100 children where he matches them up with women that he thinks they can produce a wonderful human being. Creepy. Well, is it artificial insemination or do they inseminate?
I was wondering.
He's a creepy dude. He's a monstrous, lumpish bugbear, if you ask me. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.